Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SPW. I am your host, Nick, and tonight we have a multi-universal championship. And you notice that hanging above the ring right now? Yeah, it's a Hell in a Cell. This is going to be a big deal. Who are the opponents? None other than two of my personal favorites. I mean, I know I say that often on the channel, but these two truly are probably in my top two. This might be a battle of who's my favorite. But right now, here he is, Daredevil, and if I timed this right, this is the debut episode of Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. Airs today. So I thought I'd celebrate the date with Daredevil getting his long overdue championship match. Daredevil comes down to the ring. He stands 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. And if you follow the channel, which is I suggest you do the thing, like, subscribe, you would know that I often compare Daredevil and Batman. In many ways, I feel like Daredevil is the MCU's Batman. I mean, number one, he sees with sonar. That's kind of probably the main thing. But he's also basically a ninja in many ways, which is pretty much what Batman is, you know? Big difference, really. Batman has like a gadget for everything, and Daredevil really just has his sticks. But man, they're versatile. But incidentally, yeah, Matt Murdock, a.k.a. Daredevil. I mean, I watched the Netflix show, all of them, and yeah, his were by far the best. The second season of Daredevil on Netflix, where they introduce the Punisher, and they do that whole courtroom drama, that is seriously one of the best, just, I guess, comic book scenes. Or, I mean, I say scene because it's really the particular scene is when the Punisher is on trial, and literally they're arguing whether or not it's okay to kill for for a superhero, and it's compelling, man. You gotta love it. It was one of those moments where I'm like, this is like the quintessential argument of all comic bookdom. And it played out on screen. But here we go. I mentioned the man. Now you gotta beat the man. Batman coming down to the ring. Obviously, he's got 2 belts in his hands, but only one of those is on the line tonight, actually, because since this is a classic Marvel vs. DC matchup, I felt like the multi-universal championship had to be the one. So that belt on his shoulder is the one on the line tonight. Daredevil gets his shot. Batman comes down to the ring, 6'2", 210 pounds, but yeah, bearing both the DC and the multi-universal championships. And man, it was a long road to get here. Like, he definitely earned them, and he's been defending them time after time. You just, Batman's one of those characters, like, you may beat him, you may win the battle, but you'll never win the war against Batman. That's the thing. His power is almost like figuring out your weakness and then exploiting it. I mean, that's why he can beat anybody. I mean, that's why he went up against Superman. Guy with no powers, able to hold his own against Superman because he just is smart enough to figure it out. That's what his powers are. But, yeah, obviously everybody knows Batman. But, incidentally, like, this is one of those matchups that's just pure fan fiction. Really, like... This is one that I've wanted to see for a long time, clearly. Like I said, Daredevil, one of my faves, but I felt like tonight, of all nights, when his new, I mean, literally, Born Again, it's like his resurrection. Daredevil coming back, being officially brought into the MCU, and man, it's been a long time coming. I've been on pins and needles, so I'll be watching tonight. That's why this is getting recorded ahead of time. But yeah, man, look at that face. Stare down. It's not as good of a stare down when one guy's blind. Especially when he's got lenses in front of his eyes. He's just like looking at his own reflection, you know. But Batman bringing the intensity. And like I said at the beginning of the match, it is a Hell in a Cell. You can see it above the ring. It is going to drop and lock these two men, these two ninjas, into a cage. Both of them, really, if you think about it, kind of like their main advantage is usually stealth and the element of surprise. That is being eliminated right now by putting that cage on top. And here we go. It is official. Ring the bell. Daredevil and Batman. Let's do this thing. By the way, I'm Nick. This is your first time on the channel. I don't know what's going to happen. Any more than you do. Here we go. Oh, no. Daredevil. Quarter to quarter right off the bat. Oh, pulling out all the stops. I mean, you know you got to go big if you're going against Batman. So already, look at this. Using the ropes. High flying action from Daredevil already. Here we go. Oh! What was that? Hurricane Rana. Kind of a forward flip, backflip situation. And now, off the ropes. Oh! Lands a elbow to the heart. Batman seemingly reeling right now from the attack of the relentless attack from Daredevil. It's almost like, you know, I imagine we're going to be seeing in this new season, he's going to be ratcheting up the violence. Because, yeah, I mean, the Netflix show is pretty brutal. That's what made it great. But Disney and MCU doing that now, and they said that they've even made it, they've taken it further, which is saying a lot. So we'll see what we get. But right now, oh, there we go. There's a counter and a good elbow to really the back of the calf there. It's almost like getting a dead arm, but in your leg. That's much worse. But right now, oh, I was going to say, I was like, looked like Batman's starting to get control, and as soon as I was about to say it, Daredevil manages to counter. Batman shrugs him off. These two equally matched, I assume, on as far as the fighting prowess. Yeah, look at that. Kick, knee to the stomach, kick to the head. We have our first pin, only a 1 count. Not surprised. I think it's going to take a lot more than that to beat either of these men, really. Yeah, I mean, both of these guys are tenacious, if nothing else. But, oh, look at that. Counter after counter. Oh! Daredevil able to get out of the clutches of Batman. Oh, landing another kick to the head. I mean, you know that we were going to see some karate. Oh, there you go. Some ninjutsu for sure, you know. Oh, look at that. Batman nearly stunned. 1, 2. Kicks out after a 2 count. The face on Daredevil says it all. He's like, what? I thought I had that. But really, I feel like we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Neither of these men have even left the ring and utilized the cage. Oh, pancake down. You gotta have rock hard abs to be able to, you know, just stand up after something like that. Ooh, combinations. Look at these, like, just kind of brutal combinations out of Batman. I'm digging. Oh, crushing the skull. Both of these guys kind of have helmets to protect the head, so I don't think that's going to be a great place to attack. But as I was going to say, I mean, both of these men, you knew that they have each one has a martial arts background. So you figured we'd be seeing some crazy moves we probably haven't seen very often on the channel at all, honestly. I mean, I think both of these guys are going to dig deep and you know, pull from the wheelhouse and see what they can come up with. Because really, this is going to be a test for both of them. Batman's been here before, but Daredevil never been in a multi-universal championship match. Back when we had, you know, the old belts, before we switched to the Marvel DC and multi-universal belts. At one point, Daredevil was our hardcore champion, so he won it from the Punisher. Actually, that was a great back and forth. Go back and watch it if you can. But speaking of back and forth, here we go. Both of these men already kind of exhausted. Look at them. Just given as much as they're taking. Just chop after chop. Back and forth. I feel like they're kind of just welcoming it. Like, yeah, bring it. Now you. Oh, except for there's the first counter from Batman. Oh, and then another counter from Daredevil. Lands another chop. Oh, a second counter. Did that one bust him open? That one might have busted Batman open. We'll have to get a different camera angle here in a minute, but these two content to just go back and forth. Literally, oh! Just hammering each other. Like Don Fry back in the UFC. Oh my gosh, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen. I can't remember the Japanese guy's name, but man, that was, you want to see some hardcore UFC matches, go check out Don Fry. And it'll be like the #1 match that pops up. But yeah, here we go. Batman somehow ends up on top right now, throwing Daredevil out of the ring, and we are now on the side of the ring. Will they begin to use that cage? I mean, both of these men are heroes, so, you know, it's kind of one of those things that they, you know, maybe they didn't want to go immediately right to the weaponry. Try and, you know, handle this mano-a-mano, but right now, oh, just back and forth. Daredevil literally seeing red. and which is saying something. I mean, if he sees anything at all. Oh, wait. But, literally beating each other around the ring right now. Batman, there he goes. Wisely, probably safest in the ring, think about it. But, manages to kind of play possum and get Daredevil to chase him. What is Daredevil doing? Oh my goodness! Bicycle kick off the ropes. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, another kick out. Batman definitely seems to be on his heels a little bit. Oh, knee to the face. See, because again, the brutality of Daredevil. You know, like, he's a guy who really, he kind of does this because he's got a devil inside him. Wait, what just happened? Batman uses, the old smoke pellet, the old trick, and shuts off the lights, appears behind Daredevil. What has he got in store? Look at this, Daredevil. Able to somehow counter both of these guys on the ring apron. How about that? Daredevil looks like he was able to catch his breath quickly. Batman definitely needed to take a moment, too. Able to, land a sweet chin music. 1, 2, Daredevil kicks out. Both of these men have been on the receiving end of about a 2.5 count. And now we're getting into I feel like the championship minutes here. Because both of these guys, Batman's been here many times before, but massive moonsault! Daredevil showing off the skills. That's why he can go toe-to-toe with Spider-Man. 1, 2! And another kick out. That one upset him. You could tell he thought that one would have done it. That moonsault was incredible. But right now, both of these men, I feel like to the point of exhaustion, you can just kind of see them stumbling around in there, but still managing to lay down a lot of damage. Batman taking a breather, playing to the crowd. It looks like he might be... nope. Looks like he is going to take him outside and see what Batman has planned here, because there for a moment it looked like he was content to catch his breath and kind of leave Daredevil outside, but no. Goes after him, throw him, just, manhandle him outside the ring, but look at that. Springing to his feet still. He's still got some juice in the tank. Running away from Batman. See? Smart. Now Daredevil doing Batman's tactic. It's kind of interesting when you get two heroes, because they usually don't want to play dirty, So I feel like this is a match that both these guys almost just want to finish in the ring. They got that cage. Daredevil's used it a little bit, but Batman, I feel like, just kind of wants to prove something here. Prove a point. I feel like he's definitely heard me talking on the channel, but I'm sure there's been a lot of comparisons between these two men over the years. Drop kick to the chest. That may have broken that bat signal. Spinning double knee. Catches Batman unaware. 1, 2, 2.5 again. Batman. If ever there's a guy who can just take punishment and keep going. And then go for that same moonsault, but this time Batman sees it coming. Goes to the low blow with a headbutt. Man. Batman, he's got a dark place too. That's the thing about Daredevil. Daredevil clearly does. But Batman, no. What is this? Going coast to coast, repeated kicks to the face. 3 kicks to the face and goes for the pin. 1, 2, Daredevil kicks out. You knew he would. This is too good. Man, both of these guys just taking the best of what the other one could dish out, and they just keep coming. They just keep kicking out. What is going to be the move that is going to finally put either one of these guys down? Come on. Right now, we're seeing all kinds of stuff. Here we go, off the ropes again. Batman's seeing double. Daredevil not seeing it all, but that's nothing new. Sends Batman into the ropes. Here, what is this now? Working that lower back, yeah. It's a little dirty boxing. You'd expect nothing less. And then again, those double knees. Is it the double Ds for the Daredevil who's got the 2 knees going? Here we go. What is this? Off the ropes. Is this gonna be... moonsault! Incredible! in the middle of the ring. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, Batman still kicks out. I don't believe my eyes. I thought that was it for sure. Daredevil. Oh, no. Is he going to do it again? The same move twice in a row? A little bit of blind justice. Here we go. Oh, he lands it again. Is that going to be enough? 2 in a row. 2 finishers on Batman. 1, 2, 3. Daredevil's done it. Ah, how appropriate. On the eve of Daredevil Born Again on SPW, he also is born again and gets the top championship title around his waist. Oh my gosh! As a Daredevil fan, I'm just so happy right now. But as a Batman fan, I'm crushed. Oh, that was too good. We might have to have a rematch, man. I mean, we put it in a Hell in a Cell, but you know what? Surprisingly, these guys, you know, being the heroes they are, they just went mano a mano. And so really, there's I honestly, Batman can't claim anything other than, you know, just the fact that he wasn't the better man today, and Daredevil was. So how about that? Daredevil, the new SPW champion on the eve of Daredevil Born Again. How cool is that? Like I said, I don't plan these things. I didn't know that was going to happen. It was 50-50. Could have gone either way, but man, Daredevil, how about that? The universe is an interesting place. But if you enjoyed this, if you stuck around to the end, of course, do the thing, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and what else you'd like to see on the channel. I'm always open to new ideas. But until then, we've got another match coming up this week, so stick around, you guys, and we will see you next time. Good night.